Moving on to our sixth contest of the afternoon. Entering the battle of the first. Into the red corner. Makes it noise for Ryan Sahota.
Yeah, I was watching one of his jiu-jitsu matches online. He won with a flying armbar. It's pretty cool.
Really?
Yep. It was a flying armbar, and then when he landed, he switched it to a triangle. It's pretty damn slick. Pretty damn slick, and that was in a blue belt competition. So you know, pretty high level in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He's coming back representing his team, Turbo MMA, and he told me he's looking for the finish, and he's calculated, but he wants to put pressure.
He's a perennial contender in this weight category, that is for sure. Anytime, he's always just one win away from getting into title contention, so maybe that's the day to bring Ryan Sahota, that name, into the conversation for some title victories, title challenges in the future. But he's got to get through Ohm Mikkelson in a moment. It's another lad from Apex Gym, is it?
Yeah, I think pretty sure it's Apex Gym. And yeah, it's interesting. His opponent, Ohm Mikkelson, he's 1 and 2, but both his losses were submission losses. He's had a little bit of issues with dealing with people on the ground. It's interesting that he's fighting Ryan Sahota, who's had a slight break from the cage where he's been working on his ground game.
Oh, that seems to line up quite well with what Sahota wanted. But this is not a jiu-jitsu match. It's a punchy, kicky, takey, downy match, at first at least.
Ryan Sahota, always in incredible shape with Ryan Sahota. I think he just lifts weights all day. Yeah, like I say, coming off a couple of losses by submission, and that'll give him things to work on in the gym. He's going to be making those adjustments. The Apex MMA crew will be helping him make those improvements in his game. Step back here into the battle arena cage and get that W. It's always the goal. And, remember, if you're watching this and you're a martial artist yourself, you probably had those little niggling injuries. Have you been there, Steve? You have this little twist your elbow, you bump your knee.
I'm going through it right now, man. I'm just sore all the time. I'm gonna go sit in the lake and get like a cold water immersion tomorrow morning. Guys, God, I'm just dying, falling apart. Anyway, can you help me with that?
I can. Well, I can recommend Power Grip Sports. So Power Grip, they make knee supports, elbow supports,
Need that.
a lot of other supports, wrist supports and things. And it can make such a difference just having that little bit of padding. I recently acquired, and you're gonna be impressed by this, Steve, Housemaid's knees. Which is where you bump your knee, like shooting for a takedown or something, and your entire knee swells up because the bursa in your knee explodes.
Yeah, I've seen that before. It's horrible.
It's the most painful experience of my life, and it's got a really terrible name, so no one gives you any sympathy. And one of the things that helped me get back on the mat, back to training, is Power Grip knee supports. That little bit of cushioning, just 1,000 times better. And I don't recommend it. Anyone watching at home, do not acquire Housemaid's knee.
Here's the first fighter in the red corner, weighing 70 kilograms, representing Turbo MMA. Make some noise for Ryan Sahota. And the fighter in the blue corner, weighing 69.7 kilograms, representing Apex MMA. Make some noise for
All right, Ryan Rambo Sahota looking to make a devastating splash back in the battle arena cage. And Ohm Mikkelson saying, not today. How do you say that? Norwegian.
I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Troll!
So we've got Sahota in the Vale Tudo tight.
Sahota coming
shorts.
out orthodox. Ohm coming out southpaw.
Ohm going high with the kicks early. Sahota being the one keeping his front foot offline.
Sahota's got a mean mug on his face and his chin pointed right up to the moon.
Yeah, but Sahota's did a good job of circling away from the pad. Jumping, spinning kick. Nearly eats a big right hand. Yeah, it's interesting, Steve. Does keep his hands down and his chin up.
I like the kicking game, though, both fighters at the moment.
Yeah. Very aggressive fight opening here. Usually fighters that have had this many fights can often be a bit more tentative, feeling each other out. Not these two fighters. They both think they've got the measure of each other. Nice calf kick, Steve.
Beautiful, dragged it right out there to Sahota, and he hit it behind a little fainting jab. He's got his hands quite low, looking to invite you in.
That's quite a new addition to MMA, isn't it, Steve? The calf kicks become a stable position that people now do.
Well, not really, Chris. If you look back to 2014, Benson Henderson was landing it on Gilbert Burns, but yeah, that's true. I mean,
Really good
Popularized.
stuff. People are ridiculous, man. The things that come in and out of the meta, like you were talking about the Randy Couture position, I was like, that's a beautiful position.
Oh! We talked about his flying armbar
Sahota's
triangle.
Got no time
Yep.
for your nonsense.
Oh, this is going to be tight.
He's got the
Because
good
Cage is
angle.
making it. Sahota needs to put his right arm under the leg,
smash.
just like that, Steve. It's like I know what I'm talking about. Angle off, squeezes tight. This is over.
Yes, it is. Very strong position. Ryan Sahota doesn't mind pulling guard. He's got the triangle position. He tries to throw his gum shield, but he doesn't, which is great. He probably remembers those are pretty expensive. Ryan Sahota's really happy to be back in. Really happy to get the victory via triangle.
Now, Steve, for our less educated viewers at home, what is a triangle choke? Why couldn't he just stay there?
Triangle chokes are amazing positions, aren't they? Now, essentially what happens is your opponent gets one arm inside in between your legs. You lock up your ankle or your shin right behind your knee over top of their shoulder, and it pinches and compresses on the sides of their neck, causing you a tight blood flow choke. And once you're in it, because they're so high up on your body, you can't lift out of it, slam out of it, unless your name is. He's talking to you. He's talking to you. He's happy about it, Chris. That was a really good performance though from Ryan Sahota.
Excellent work.
Good to see him back. Really good to see him back. There you go, mate. There you go.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
It's good to see him back on it. I can't wait to see what he does in the amateur division. He could be a champion everywhere and anywhere.
Via triangle for the fight shot in the red corner, Ryan Sahota. And the Ohm Mikkelson.
And Turbo MMA's got to be happy with that.
Turbo MMA, they are not naturally aspirated, Steve. They are fully turbocharged. Coming in here with that turbocharged performance, the awesome triangle from Ryan Sahota. I almost predicted that, I feel. I was saying about his flying armbar triangle combination. The second his opponent shot the takedown, didn't fight the takedown, he's like, I'm going to land with that arm trapped. I know my game with him.
And
I
as
think
soon as he did, he was blocking it up really well, had his shin over top and was able to snap that triangle.